Every game begins the same way.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Orioles Fan Central. Before we dive into what might be the biggest scoop of this offseason, I ask that you, the passionate fan, subscribe to the channel right now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates, in-depth analyses, and exclusive news about our Baltimore Orioles. Believe me, this is the place where passion meets the most reliable information. Friends, the white smoke seems to be rising in Baltimore. General Manager Mike Elias, as I've been saying for months, has made the acquisition of an elite starting pitcher the number one priority this offseason, and the hot news coming out of the second day of the winter meetings confirms he's going after a big name, McKenzie Gore, the Washington Nationals star pitcher. According to my colleague John Morosi of the MLB Network, the Orioles and Nationals have maintained constant communication about a possible trade for Gore. I consider Morosi one of the most solid sources in baseball, and when he speaks, the baseball world stops to listen. This isn't just a feeler, this is an active dialogue between the two organizations, and the factor that makes this conversation explosive is Gore's potential. McKenzie Gore isn't just another arm, he's a left-handed talent, only 26 years old, who finally began to show his stuff last season. I remember he had a memorable first half. The guy made the All-Star game. His numbers speak for themselves. An ERA of 3.02 and a strikeout rate of 11.3 strikeouts per 9 innings before the All-Star break. That is ace-level stuff. Number one, starter material. I know what you're thinking, and it's fair to raise the question. His performance faltered in the second half with an ERA of 6.75 and a whip of 1.70 in his last 11 starts. But as an analyst who follows every detail, I see this not as a sign of weakness, but rather as proof of a young pitcher still adjusting to the rigor of a full MLB season. The truth is that his potential is still enormous, and under the guidance of our coaching staff, especially with our pitching culture, I believe he can stabilize that performance and become what everyone expects. He has that 160 km/h fastball coming from the left hand, which is a rarity and a nightmare for hitters. The timing of this news is crucial. The trade is only possible because the Nationals are under new management, with Paul Taboni taking over as president. The Athletic confirmed that Washington is open to trading not only Gore, but also shortstop C.J. Abrams. Taboni is clearly open to a roster overhaul, and this creates a golden opportunity for Elias. Remember, Gore and Abrams were the central pieces in the trade that sent Juan Soto to San Diego. This shows how highly they were rated, and now they might be available to us. My analysis is clear. Adding Gore to our rotation, which currently features Trevor Rogers, Kyle Bradish, Dean Kremer, Tyler Wells, and Cade Povich, would be a game changer. It wouldn't just be a reinforcement, but a statement that the Orioles are ready to dominate the AL East. The impact on fan expectations and clubhouse morale would be immeasurable. The question now is, what will Mike Elias be willing to give up? Friends, let's be realistic. The price to acquire McKenzie Gore will not be cheap. Young talent, all-stars with years of contractual control. Gore's contract runs through 2028, are not given away for free. I know the Orioles prospect system is the organization's crown jewel, but the time has come for Mike Elias to convert that wealth into immediate and sustainable victories. To close the deal, we will have to part with some of our top names. I see the need for a package involving several of our top 10 prospects, and one name that stands out in my analysis, and which I believe is a realistic trade piece, is Dylan Beavers. Beavers, a former top 100 prospect who made his debut late last season, showed potential in the outfield. However, with the Recent acquisition of Taylor Ward this offseason, our outfield depth has increased considerably. Beavers, while promising, may become redundant. For our long-term plan, he has immediate trade value, and for Washington, he represents an elite talent who can enter their lineup quickly. Other names? I wouldn't be surprised if pitchers like Cade Povich or DL Hall entered the conversation to sweeten the deal, especially if the Nationals seek compensation for the pitchers they are losing. The key is that Baltimore has the ammunition. We have the depth in the system to withstand the loss of one or two important names and still maintain a solid base for the future. This is the mentality I want to see in the club. The Orioles are no longer a rebuilding team. The championship window's open. We have a young core in the MLB, Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, Jordan Westberg, ready to win. The next logical and urgent step is to provide them with the elite pitching needed to compete against the Yankees, Red Sox, and Blue Jays in the AL East. The performance of our rotation late last season, despite overall success, showed we need one more reliable arm at the top. The acquisition of Gore would be more than just a pitcher. It would be a major statement to the entire league and, most importantly, to our fan base. It would mean the front office is committed to winning now. Remember the impact a star like Gore, under contract through 2028, would have on the rotation stability. That gives us an anchor for the next 4 years. The risk of giving up prospects is real, but the potential return is a World Series title. In summary, the negotiations between the Orioles and Nationals for McKenzie Gore are the central event of the winter meetings. Elias has the pieces, Gore has the all-star potential, and the timing is perfect with the change in direction in Washington. I believe this deal has legs and may be finalized sooner than we think, and I will be here to bring you every detail. The pursuit of McKenzie Gore shows that Mike Elias is finally willing to trade high-level prospects for proven and controlled talent in the MLB. The opportunity is perfect due to the Nationals' change in philosophy. If Gore can stabilize his first-half performance, he is the #1 starter the Orioles urgently need to dominate the American League. Fans, I want to know your opinion. Do you think we should trade Dylan Beavers or other top prospects for McKenzie Gore? Is this the time to go all in? Leave your honest comment below, click the like button, share this video with your O's friends, and subscribe to Orioles Fan Central for quick and in-depth analyses of every move our team makes. Let's closely follow this explosive offseason together.